Hey, my little cubbies, it's your girl Pandasm. What's up? Just to let you know, I'm gonna be doing some makeup for you guys today, but I had the original audio on this and it kind of failed. So how about we just get started and you just watch this? Just to let you know, I only do makeup for me, so I hope you enjoyed either way. Alright, my little cubbies, so look at this blank canvas we have to work with today. You want to see my makeup regimen? Here we go. So first, I always start out with a wonderful Almay primer. It's a smart shade, it's green and purple, and it works really well to get rid of both my redness and any yellow I have underneath my eyes, as well as just a good primer for a makeup base. And I just spread it everywhere I can in order to get it on. Although I will admit, it is not the best smelling in the whole wide world. It's PU, that's for sure. But it works wonders. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do to help a little more with that color is use my Maybelline Master Camo, which has, I chose the light one because it has some good greens and yellows to help block out those colors, because as you can see, I'm actually very red in the face. So I start with the green and I kind of put it over like the big splotches of red I have on my face. I blend it in a little bit so you can't see it too much, although it is going to be covered up by foundation later. Kind of look like a funny green monster for a little while. And I do the yellow under my eyes just to brighten them up a little bit and to get rid of that dullness. Next, I use a little of this awesome highlighting concealer just to give my cheeks a little bit of a light in there too. Help get rid of that red a little more, as well as give a little more of a contour to my face, which we will be doing more of later. And then to finish it all off, I like to brighten my eyes a little bit with some of the lighter at the end. And then we're going to do an Almay foundation. It's the 4-in-1 clear complexion. I really like this one because I don't feel like it gives me too oily anywhere. I use a pad to put it on and I feel like it blends in with my skin pretty well. I use a buff on during the summer whenever I'm a little bit darker, and during the winter I will use a little bit more of an ivory. Although I don't get too dark, guys, just letting you know. I pretty much stay pretty light all year round. But I do like this one just because it goes on pretty light as well, so it doesn't feel too thick. Although it does give a little bit of a shine, so our next step is going to help out with that. Okay, so we're going to move on to the eyebrows real quick. And I'm using a number 7 eyebrow kit I got around the Christmas time, and it's got both some wax in it as well as some highlighting and just some awesome browns. And I always go with the darker brown because I have really dark eyebrows. I like this angled brush as well because it really helps to shape my eyebrows, and I think it looks really good with them. I just like to use it to help darken as well as shape them a little bit. And then whenever I'm done putting on the color, I do put a little bit of the highlight / wax on just to help keep it shape, as well as give it a little bit of a brightness. Okay, now we're going to do a number 7 setting powder. This is a translucent perfect light, and this is what I was talking about to give my face a little less of a shine, because hey, that awesome foundation does give me a little bit more than I want. I just tap a little bit into the lid, take the little powder brush, and it doesn't take much to cover your whole face. It's not colored, so it'll go in with whatever color you already have, but it does give you more of a matte feel to your face, which is always nice in my opinion, because I don't want to look like I'm sweating all day long, even if I am. Alright, next we are going to move on to the contour, which I use a Wet n Wild contouring palette. I use the lighter one of the two. That's got a little more of a yellow color to it. And I use a Wet n Wild contour brush as well. And then I just kind of dab a little bit of the color on to my brush and then blow a little bit off so there's not too much on, and then I just follow the shape of my face. I won't lie, I'm not the best at contouring, but hey, I think for me it works with what I want to do. And then I go along with the lighter color and fill in all the spaces I didn't get with the dark. So that way I got a nice little shading to my face. Then I move on to a Wet n Wild illuminating palette. This is just to help give me a little bit more of a highlight and blush in my face as well. And it's an all-in-one palette, so I just kind of sweep across all of them. And then I just put a little bit on my cheeks. Not that I need more red, but you know. Then I move on to a Master Prime from Maybelline. And what it is just a basic nude color that I put on my eyes to prime them for an eyeshadow. I just put a little bit on and use my fingers to kind of spread it out. Then I take these awesome eyeshadow brushes. One's just a flathead, one's a crease brush, and one is a blending brush. They're all by, oh I lied, they're all by e.l.f. And then I use this Profusion Eyes Smoky Eye set that I got around Christmas time again at Walgreens. It's really nice. It has lots of natural colors to it. First, I take this really pretty like gold white color and base my eyes in that. Gives it a nice shine as well as a nice pretty neutral coat. And I use my shadow brush for that. Next I'm going to use my crease brush and take this really dark brown color and just go through my creases, and I like to make it a little thick as well and nice and dark. I will do it once and sometimes I'll go over it a second time if it doesn't seem like it's staying pretty dark. I like to get up to almost all the way up to my eyebrows. Then I take the nice non-shiny color next to the white that we had just used and put that on the top. Then I'm going to take this e.l.f. eyeliner, which I like because it's more like a marker than anything. And we're just going to go over my eyes like that to give them a nice pretty cat eye. I really like my cat eyes and this really helps me get them. It's got that perfect point in order to like bring them over into a beautiful cat eye. It's probably one of my favorite looks that I do every day. Close enough. Alright, next we're going to do CoverGirl Olay Depuffer because I have really poofy under eyes, and so I like to put this on, one as a concealer to help like brighten up the under eyes, but also just because it helps get rid of any poofiness underneath. And this is just an extra additive after everything else we've done underneath the eye. Next we're going to do a Colossal by Maybelline eye mascara. It has a really good volume. It's a black and it works really well with my lashes to really give them that oomph, and also just to make them look really full and pretty. And if you get a little bit of mascara on the corner of your eye, that's alright. I usually can wipe it out pretty well. If not, I would just wait and go over it again with makeup. But hey, whenever you're doing mascara, make sure you make that duck face in order to get it done right. Oh yeah. Without that duck face, you can't do anything. Okay, so next up we're going to do the lipstick, and it is a Liquid Catsuit by Wet n Wild, and it goes by the name of Goth Topic, It's a nice like red brown that really goes well with this eyeshadow that I chose. I really like to use it because it dries on nice and matte, but it goes on a little bit dry, so make sure your lips are already nice and moist. So I start out and just kind of go along the inside of my lip first, and then kind of add it onto the top, and then I'll outline the bottom of the lip afterward, and then slowly bring it up and down the sides, and I will even up the top of my lip as well. And I go over it in a couple of layers before it's completely dry, just so it gets darker, and then I do a nice little quick hand fan to cool it down and get it to dry a little more, because we got a little bit more to do to this. So once it dries pretty well, we are going to take the number 7 translucent setting powder one more time, and what we're going to do is just go over it to kind of help it set. We don't need a lot. I kind of start out on the side so that way I get a little bit of the excess off real quick, and then I go over it, and then I go over it one more time with the color just to give it a nice darker color. If you get makeup on your sides, don't worry, you can get it off pretty easy. And then the final step is going to be Wet n Wild setting spray photo focus. This is just to lock the whole look into place. And then you let that dry a little bit, and then you're good to go. And that is the pretty finished makeup look. Look at that, guys. Didn't take too long. All you gotta do is flip down that hair, and you're good to go for the day. Voila! Very beautiful. I hope you guys really liked this. This is just some general everyday makeup that I do. I don't really do makeup tutorials too often, but if you guys want some more, I will throw some more up there. I can even show you how I did the deer face the other day. Alright, my little cubbies, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Don't forget to watch my upcoming videos, and hey, until next time.